Alright, Danny's gonna literally carry me through the game.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Thanks, baby.
We got business to get to, because what the people want to see is retro game, and boy do I have a retro game for you. It's this.
Look at this!
This is a tiny, tiny cabinet with a 2 to 3 inch LCD screen, and in it is a multi-cart straight from your nightmares. First of all, let me just put this out here. This stream is entirely dedicated to our friend Taizo Hori,
Yes.
who first told me about this, gave me a link to buy the thing, and then just gave me a whole bunch of documentation about all the games on here. This is way more interesting than I anticipated. There's a lot of lost bootleg game history in this, if you can believe it. Actually playing it, though, is going to be painful, because if you look at that control panel, you see a D-pad that has a little joystick attached to it. The CDI controller had something similar. It had a little stick that you screw into the D-pad as an optional kind of thing. That thing is not optional on this. You cannot remove that stick. You have to use that tiny stick. The D-pad is just for show. It just makes it look good.
It's awful.
There's 2 buttons there, A and B. A is on the left, B is on the right. That is swapped from how it usually is. But you know what? That's okay, because the system came with a controller, and I thought, oh, this comes with both a V out and a controller, so they don't expect you to use this horrible little control interface. That's great. So I tested it out, found out the controller doesn't work for Player 1. It's actually a Player 2 controller.
It's the one I get to use.
So Player 1 always has to use the most awkward little joystick and reversed A and B buttons for all the games. And guess who's Player 1?
I was gonna say real quick before we get started, some of these games do have random flashing. It's really, like, we played a bunch of random stuff and it came up just sporadically, so if you got an issue with that, please be careful.
Yeah, in fact, some of the games are broken. Like, if you try to launch their hack of Circus Charlie, it's going to just, like, flash colors at you.
Yeah, so...
Also, I'm a little bit further away from the microphone because I have to put this thing on a plank of wood in order to play it. I have to stabilize this somehow, so I just have this in my lap.
He's got the wood plank in his lap.
Alex gets to enjoy a normal-ass controller in the games that support 2-player, but for me, I'm gonna have to take charge for most of these.
Should I show off the title screen?
Yeah, show off this title screen. So, yeah, there's a lot to get into regarding history and where these games came from and why they don't often show up in multi-carts. I'll get to that, but for now, I think we should just let this thing speak for itself. Give you a first impression of picking up this thing for $20 off AliExpress, which is possible. It's totally $20 on AliExpress. You can buy this if you like. Let's get some first impressions here. Well, we got a nice little undersea backdrop.
I love it. This is actually really pretty. I like it.
A 256 in 1. That's a nice beefy number of games. And we have 8 games that I've never heard of in my life. What could these possibly be? We're gonna find out. You ready to do this, Alex?
Yes.
There's no turning back now. We have to do this.
Grabbing the controller
Be
with an
careful there.
incredibly...
Yeah, Alex is tethered to my mini cabinet with a very short cord.
So I can't play like a gamer, go woo, and move my arms around wildly like I'm in a commercial or something.
One fun tidbit, the final 150 games in this cart have been previously hacked to remove the 2-player mode, so you can't even play 2-player in those.
Cool.
That was for other plug-in plays that were 1-player only. Let's get this started.
Alright.
Enchanter Q.
Cool.
Well, he looks alright.
I like his beard.
Looks like he's straight from the set of the Flintstones.
I don't know about his feet, though. His feet... Well, I shouldn't be talking about this guy's feet. Let's move on.
No, yeah, let's play.
Alright. So, what do you think this is going to be?
I don't know. Will this be familiar to us? Is this an all-new game? It'll be a surprise.
Whose persona is this? Mine. I decided to shift in a new dimension to weird purple globe guy. Figured it was the right time.
It's kind of twisted, Alex. There. Oh, this looks familiar. Alright, name the game.
This is Snow Brothers!
Oh, you got it! I was gonna let the folks name it, but...
Sorry.
You had to blurt it out. Yeah, so like many pirate multi-carts, a lot of these games are reskinned versions of existing NES games. What makes this really special is a lot of these games are really elaborate hacks, as you'll see soon. Won't reveal much more for now.
Oh, we're not going through all 256 games. Absolutely not.
No, Taizo advised us to get through the first 28 at least, because those are the most interesting. But starting here...
There's a lot of changes.
Yeah, some of the enemy sprites are the same, but others are different. And they redid the backgrounds, the character art. You now push around balls of... I can't even say what those are. Just like Cheeto dust? I don't know.
Yeah, we're covering people in Cheetos cheese puffs.
Good. So this is a way to play Snow Brothers, I guess. This is kind of a hard game to come by on the NES. But it can be yours for $20 off of AliExpress. Enter code Bootleg for a 5% discount.
Honestly, I think AliExpress teaming up with us would be a very good sponsor.
That would be, yeah. Get in touch, man.
Saying if you want to.
Can I talk to Ali?
To Ali himself. Nope. Okay, I'm cool.
Alright, I'm only gonna briefly cover a lot of these games, and I think you've seen all you need to see from this. Yeah, we know
Snow Brothers.
And luckily, every time you push the reset button, the Elgato has to look for the video signal, so that gives us some time to reflect on what we've seen. Snow Brothers is cool. That's my thoughts. Let's play Super Fight. What's your favorite bullet, Alex?
I like Bullet C!
Let's go with Bullet C. Fighter. Super Fighter.
Okay.
Let's do it.
You think we're gonna have to kick each other's ass?
This is looking like a Contra to me. 50 lives, wow.
Is this a Contra?
Oh, this is Super Contra, only they've, of course, redone all the backgrounds and character graphics. Look at this. You can barely tell this is Super Contra. They kept all the sound effects the same, but for a lot of games they also redid the music, which is a hell of a thing. That's not often what you see on Pirate Multicarts. Often they don't even bother. Like half the time they can barely be asked to like erase the title screen. Oh, this is an original game. This is Super Mario Brothers.
Super Mario Brothers 93.
Oh, I can't get that.
You wearing a cowboy hat?
I think I am. Look at that.
Oh, we both are. We're cowboys.
Okay.
I want to be a cowboy, baby.
It's Contra with cowboys.
Cowtra. I am so sorry.
No, that's Wild West Cowboys of Mumesa.
Oh, I can't forget. How can I? An Anthrocon week of all weeks.
So this is pretty nice. You get 50 lives. You get a choice of weapon at the beginning. Unfortunately, Alex's favorite weapon is the laser, which sucks. You and your Bullet D. I like how these turrets are even, like, redone. They have monster faces on them.
Just want to say, I'm very good at dying here.
Oh, me too.
Well, that's because you have the world's worst controller.
Uh-huh.
I have a normal controller, and I'm still dying more than you, so shout out to Danny for being good at games.
So I want to get to the first boss to see just how much they changed. The first boss is a gigantic helicopter that comes in from the right side of the screen. Mm-hmm. I want to see if they actually changed it or they just left it the same. Nope, looks the same to me. No, wait, it's a little bit different. Yeah, I think they changed it a little bit. It says USA on it now, so it's official.
So, like, what, we're destroying the USA?
Oh, I didn't think about it that way.
FBI don't watch.
Yeah, FBI don't watch. Don't watch Monday's stream either. Happy 4th of July! That's right, this is 4th of July Eve, also known as July 3rd.
Sorry, I just see someone mentioning John Denver, so thanks. You think John Denver likes this?
Let's ask him. Overlord. Now this is an actual NES game, but it's terrible and no one knows what it is. So I'm willing to bet this is not the Overlord that we know. It's the Boxing Circle's Overlord. Alright. Anyone want to guess what this game is? This is looking a little bit more familiar. National Heroes, Pika and Miro.
Chat saying Double Dragon, Punch Out.
Yep, Double Dragon 2,
okay.
this is it.
Pitiful John.
Pitiful John was in an abyss of suffering, same.
I was gonna say, log off, dude.
Oh, John! Your face!
John!
John, you're some kind of goblin.
Right.
I don't like that face. He looks like a Ninja Turtle with human flesh.
Alright, we're going to Australia, baby.
Oh, hold up. Is this Double Dragon 3? Yes, it is. This is Double Dragon 3. At first I thought it was 2. Yeah, 3 is the one no one likes, because it sucks. But, man, there's some dialogue in this. A sufferer, I will die, you must beware.
You set your heart at rest.
See, what fascinates me about these games is that not only are they really elaborate hacks, but they've also redone all the dialogue. Even for Japanese games that weren't originally in English, they made up their own English dialogue for a lot of these. You a fan of Double Dragon 3, Alex?
I don't know.
You know, that game starring Pika and G. Miro. Sure there's a lot of flicker in this game. This control panel is not good.
I was gonna say that Danny is struggling. Shout out to Danny.
I should have glued it to this piece of board. It's still very unstable. I'm gonna try and at least get to the next screen. But yeah, imagine other pirate hacks. All they would do is erase the Technos on the title screen and call it a day. Here they renamed the characters, they gave it an entirely new story. They added something about a guy suffering in an abyss of depression or something. I also like that they translated the no weapon meter at the bottom of the screen to just say handless.
I mean, I do have my hands, but I get what they're saying.
I think the word they were looking for was unarmed.
Well, I mean, unarmed, handless, who can tell the difference?
That's true, that's true.
Stop that.
Alright, so I'm going to spill the beans a little bit on what this actually is. So, a lot of pirate multicarts and these little standalone arcade cabinets are just based on NES on a clone chip hardware that includes either off-the-shelf multicarts or multicarts pieced together using bits of other multicarts. So the more of these they make, they just keep getting remixed into themselves, and you keep seeing the same batches of games over and over again. And this one company, whose name I'll look up in a second, made a whole bunch of hacks of, like, Mapper Zero games. You know, really simple shit. Binary Land, Mario 1, stuff like that. Those are games that are commonly on multicarts. However, at some point in the early 2000s, this creator also made much more elaborate hacks of games like this one. There's a selection of, I think, a couple dozen games like this. However, these games appeared on multicarts for like a year, and then they were lost forever, never to resurface again. Occasionally you'd see other multicarts with like a couple games from that batch of games, but never the full batch of 28. This thing has all 28 of them, some of which have not been seen in decades, a lot of which are also undumped. So hopefully there's some way to dump this thing.
Codeman mentions the manufacturer is Inventor.
It is, yes. In fact, let me bring up Taizo, what he sent me here.
Cool.
Alright, I'll just say this verbatim for clarity's sake. Generic Famiclone handhelds. This is by a manufacturer called YLW Technology. Games 1 through 28 are all ROM hacks, made in the 2000s by a company called Inventor, headed by someone known as Teacher Sao, who was a prominent figure in the Chinese game industry around the time. Inventor developed a few original games, but mostly, yeah, like I said, they just hacked existing games, some more elaborately than others. And yeah, the main goal here was these games to look original enough so you could sell them in territories that were, like, kind of sensitive to piracy. See, you know, maybe you couldn't sell pirated Double Dragon 3, but maybe people will go for Overlord, Boxing Legend.
I mean, I would.
Let's play Berserk.
What is... Oh shit, get ready.
Get ready. Oh, hey, Banpresto did this one.
Wow.
Look at that guy.
Who is he?
Is this an SD Gundam game or something?
Who are any of these angels?
This is probably some sort of Gundam or Kamen Rider game. If anyone knows for sure, let me know.
Well, we're getting sucked off to heaven.
Phrasing.
I just mean, Jesus, I'm sorry.
Come on, boy. Go. Yeah, this is definitely some kind of Banpresto bullshit. I don't think this is 2 players, so you can relax for this one.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna be Bob 3. He's lucky. Oh, Bob can fly.
Chat saying, is this Ultraman? Is this,
This might be Ultraman. Yeah, I'm not familiar with this game. It's definitely an existing Famicom game, though.
Okay, it's an Ultraman clone SD. It's Ultraman clone SD. Thank you, the Ultima.
Nice, thank you. Yeah, some of these games it's kind of hard to tell if you're not already familiar with what it is. Often it's a dead giveaway, like they'll reuse graphics or sound effects that are familiar. But sometimes they pick obscure enough games or change the graphics just enough where it's kind of hard to tell what it is.
I love Mary. Oh, now your robe.
Should also note, this game was originally in Japanese, I assume, so this is an English translation. Kinda.
Kind of.
Lucky Bob Go.
I mean...
That's the story.
He sure does.
He does go. Lucky Bob number 3.
So, BMF mentions one of those sprites is Willie DeWitt, from Bucky O'Hare.
Oh wow, so they're just picking out sprites from other games, too. Yeah. So it doesn't necessarily have to be original, it just has to be unrecognizable from its original form. And that's how you get to sell it at the kiosk at the mall. Anyone who still has malls, can you report if you have a Famiclone kiosk?
Yeah, do they...
That used to be a thing as of circa 10 years ago. I'm not so sure if that's still the case.
Well, the domain, I can tell you here in Austin, there, at least as much as I've explored the domain, there are no bootleg consoles for sale, which I think is a damn shame.
That is a shame.
You know, if they had an Urban Outfitters there, though, they would have some bootleg consoles, but yeah.
This game seems okay. I wonder if this has been fan-translated. It's also a platformer with a lot of spikes. Yep, just dropped me right on the spikes. Thanks, Bad Presto.
We got 2 reports of Kyoku Sengai and Kyoku Hagani and Sneaker Nets mentioned they both have malls, and they got one with they even have a mall with Power Joy 3. This Sneaker has a mall with a fucking fidget spinner still. God bless.
That's amazing.
Long Island still got some. God bless.
Fidget spinner kiosk. The new pirate multi-card.
Traceable. Okay, so we've got multiple reports. Thank God.
Okay, the dream is still alive. Maybe.
Blart, no. Paul Blart Mall sells these. The mall where Paul Blart is sells these.
Whoa!
Sells NES bootlegs.
I'm gonna go there and tell Paul Blart. Tell him to shut him down. Firebolt.
Shout out to everyone who gets to go to the Paul Blart Mall.
That was a Natsume logo just there. Which Natsume game are they ripping off here?
What though? Whoa! I wish I could have turned that. What the?
Oh, I know what this is. But does anyone else?
Oh, I know what this is, but I forgot the name.
It's quite a name. It's a name you'll never forget unless you're Alex. In Europe, it's called Action in New York. However, as several people have guessed, yes, this is Scat, Special Cybernetic Attack Team. Yeah, Natsume released this in the States, and once again, this is kind of a rare game that they just threw on here with updated graphics. Updated. They definitely look better. So I guess you can look at this as like a bargain. Like if you don't want to collect the original cartridges, hell, saves you $100 on Scat. Please don't clip that out of context. Anyway, this game's alright. You should play it if you're not familiar. It's kind of like Burai Fighter, but better. It's Better Fighter.
Did I die? I died.
I'm also really charmed by all the music in these games. Like, it's completely different, but it's never any good. They just made it different. There you go. There's your Scat.
Please, angels.
I'll stop.
I was gonna say, please don't make me have to moderate chat. No, chat's fine.
Elf Legend. Now, we asked about this before the stream. Alex's favorite elf legend is Lord of the Rings. Mm-hmm. My favorite elf legend is The Legend of Zelda.
Let's look at Elf Legend.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Okay, so someone messaged us earlier on Twitter saying that that's like Charmander versus a Teletubby there, and I see that. But what I wanted to say is, looks like, first of all, Charmander is wearing like a Charmander
Yeah, that's an
costume.
outfit.
Yeah.
That's just a Charmander fursuit.
Do you think the Teletubby's in Teletubby fursuit too?
What does that say on the Teletubby's stomach? F-A?
It looks like their abs.
It says F-K!
Whoa, alright.
In the Teletubby. 2-player. So, who can guess what this game is? It's a pretty good conversion. A lot of the sprites are different. These are characters you would probably get in a lot of trouble for using.
Oh, I think they know.
Yep, Chippendale 2. Got it in one. Ultimo's on top of this shit. Excuse me! Oh, mission. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's the screen grab of the stream right there. You can stop watching now. It's not going to get better than that. Okay, good.
Okay, good. I guess so.
Whew. Is that a Gretzko? How are you? Can you help me? Certainly.
Thank you. I hate being helped at the wrong place.
Everyone's just gonna greet each other. Okay, I start off first. Goodbye. Is that a Monterey Jack?
I guess.
Oh, that's just Zipper. They didn't change him.
Oh, they just call Zipper B here. How dare you?
He's B.
B. Oh my god, what'd they do to you?
My dear Pika, how are you?
Is that Gadget?
I am well.
They're gonna act as my helper.
Wow. This is so normal except for the very first sentence.
I guess that is Sans. Cock, say goodbye. I wish you have good luck.
Thanks.
You know what? Same to you, Cock.
Thanks, Cock. So yeah, this is Rescue Rangers 2, and if you're familiar with Rescue Rangers 2, this first level takes place in a diner. This thing right here is supposed to be a gigantic hamburger, instead of now it's some kind of bucket. But otherwise, it's just Rescue Rangers. You pick up boxes and you throw them at people. It's Rescue Rangers 2, so it has a lot of slowdown and it's not very fun.
Well, I died, so... Oh, I'm back.
Hang on. There we go.
Thanks.
I can carry you through this.
Alright. Danny's gonna literally carry me through the game.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Thanks, baby.
So yeah, one way to get Disney off your back is to just swap out all the Disney characters, except Zipper, who they don't care about, I suppose.
Whatever, he's just B.
So Rescue Rangers 2, it ain't bad. This version looks really weird. I'm just impressed that they changed so much of the graphics, you know? I think they did the music, too. Let's see if we can get to a boss.
Okay.
Mysteriously, the recently released Disney Afternoon Collection does not include this version of the game, so it's not complete. Yeah, stand on this. Zipper's trying to drown us.
Can't kill me today, Zipper! Monterey! Thank you.
What even are you? Oh boy. I do want to prevent your step.
Yes, you must vanquish. You
Me
must
merely.
vanquish me merely. Whether you can accept my idea? Can you tell me how to win you?
How would you go about vanquishing yourself?
That is impossible.
I just like that the Teletubby is named John.
I do love that. I'm just John, you know.
My name's John Teletubby. Alright, this is the first boss battle. Is this different from Rescue Rangers? I haven't played much of Rescue Rangers 2. But I'm gonna assume that this character looks different. They have a skull for a head. That's pretty freaky. And they have a body of what looks like a mongoose.
Okay, so do we need to throw things at it?
Yeah, probably. I don't think we're gonna beat this guy.
I don't think so either.
What an intro, though. We were introduced to our friend Cock, who was going to send us on a hard mission. Doesn't get any better than this, folks. This is the life. Oh, nice. Hey. We're taking damage to save time.
Mm-hmm.
And I handed you that box.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Oh my god, John and Pika.
John and Pika!
John the Teletubby and Pika the Charmander. Okay. Good. Oh, a bonus stage.
Oh shoot, I should probably pay attention.
I'm just gonna keep going until the next screen in case they have more dialogue. Oh, it looks like they do. Hi, how are you?
Oh, I see Joan coming to here. I guess that's Gadget. Hello! You are well! You are toilsome!
We sure are. Everyone's just saying hello to each other and saying, you look well. It's so pleasant.
Yes, let's go on. Oh yeah, let's.
I agree, we are friends.
Okay. Below 2 colors, you select which?
Green.
Really?
No. Made me doubt myself. I'll go with red. Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, red. Notice! Okay.
Oh, we were defusing a bomb. That kind of got lost in the dialogue.
You see, it still exists.
Too wizardly!
Wizardly! Okay.
I'm gonna say that all the time on stream now. Wow, that's wizardly.
That is real wizardly. Did Yoda translate this? I mean... I love this stand.
This is history here. This shit hasn't been seen in decades. For good reason. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a treasure. I love discovering old bootleg games I've never played or heard of before. Defire. Well, we have Zangief and his friend, someone from an SNK game, it looks like.
Love it.
Oh no, this is Street Fighter 2.
Okay, so we've got...
This is a hacked Street Fighter 2.
That guy looks like a furry.
Yeah.
That guy has a shell on his head. That's just straight
That's
up
just
a furry.
a cat man.
That's an SNK. That's an anime. Then these are the same characters. Okay.
I'm gonna be the cat man.
I'm gonna be the really cheap fursuit guy.
Yeah, E Honda is a panda. And yeah, this is the game with haha very easy congration. This is what, Kony, I think? Or is it Yoko? One of those companies made a bootleg Street Fighter 2 and then everyone else ripped it off, and oh man! I am truly a cat man. E Honda, you got a body hair issue there, man.
What am I?
You gotta shave that fursuit.
Honey.
That fursuit's made out of 70s shag carpeting.
I just want to say this controls like hot shit.
It does. It controls real bad.
This is bad.
Oh, I'm Guile. You can tell because the crouching pose. So I should be able to...
I'm E Honda. You can tell because I look like a skinless panda.
That's horrible.
I mean, okay.
So if you're familiar with these bootleg Street Fighter games, you'll know that they have special moves, but they hardly ever work. These games are very poor. But at least this one has furries in it, so that's something. Oh, you got a special move off.
Yeah, but I still died.
E Honda, close your legs. I don't like the look of that.
He's wretched. This is pink panda man.
I swear to God, I pushed left and he moved right.
No, I'm having that issue too. It's not really working.
That's not even the fault of the controller. It's just this terrible game. Alright, we gotta win, so I can see if it still says, haha, very easy congration.
Alright, well, try kicking my ass. Just try it.
I'm trying.
You're doing a really good job. Help.
See, my favorite NES brawler is Mortal Kombat 4 Special 56 People's Edition. This is not as good. Yep, there it is.
He's Victor! Oh, wait, no, Victor because he's victorious.
Good job, Victor. Oh, man. Well, of course they had to have Street Fighter in there. That's just a prerequisite. But let's move on. X-War.
Is this gonna be like Star Wars?
I'm thinking it's like X-Men. So X-Men Star Wars. It began in 2001.
Well, it's gotta begin sometime.
The X-War. Alright, I can tell.
Look at the Sammy logo! They just...
That Sammy logo is in the Witness Protection Program.
I was gonna say, it looked like they just put a black bar over it.
Yep, Silkworm. This is definitely Silkworm. We played this a while back for some reason. I don't really remember why. Robert, Stacy, go do your jobs.
Roger.
So this is a Sammy game, a port of an arcade game, where one player is a jeep and the other is a helicopter. Only in this game, I'm a spaceship and you're some kind of hover vehicle?
I'm a good tank.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, I'm a jeep.
Okay, well, they redid all the graphics, they redid the background. They may have redone the intro, but I'm not really sure. In any case, this is definitely not Silkworm. And it's totally not by American Sammy.
Don't you even think about it.
It's by Canadian Samuel.
Happy Canada Day!
Happy Canada Day! Oh man, shooters are not good on this thing.
Beep, beep, rip that jeep. Oh, I guess I was a moon buggy.
Yeah, kinda. Kinda like the
guess.
thing from Moon Patrol. Now see, to the casuals, they probably wouldn't realize that these are hacks, but us experienced gamers, we know. We know better. You can't fool the gamers.
Power to the gamers.
Fuck. Power to the gamers, indeed. And that's what makes this kind of fun, because they hacked it just enough where the average layperson wouldn't be able to tell. It's only after playing a few seconds. So here's Boy Sport.
It's called Boy Sport!
Welcome, boys.
Boy Sport, welcome, boys! Do I need to bring Rolo up?
Maybe.
Okay.
So this music is sounding kind of technos-ish.
I'm in
It's definitely a Kunio game. Let's see which.
Boy Sport! The boys, yes, Uzi, the boys are back in town.
I'm Bob.
I guess I'm... Yeah, there we go.
Oh, this is the track and field Kunio game. Oh, they translated the background signs. There's one of them that said Boy Sport. Yeah, so this is a 4-player River City Ransom style game, only it's focused more on
How
running...
do I go fast?
I think you just double tap. It's focused on getting to the end of an obstacle course before all your asshole teammates can.
Yeah, eat shit, Clint. No, this isn't someone's house!
Yeah, this was from the original game. So they redid some of it, but not nearly enough. There's still enough Kunio in this to recognize it. Now, a lot of games, they hacked entire levels, even multiple levels. Some games, they just hacked the first couple screens and then said, you know what, good enough. No one knows what this game is anyway.
Danny, this is hilarious. I've never played this before.
Yeah, this game's kind of great. We should show this off on stream sometime. Like, maybe we have a Kunio stream. I believe they also remade this for modern systems. I know the PS3, maybe also the PS4. We're the worst.
Okay.
You gotta hit both buttons to jump.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's Kunio tradition.
Fair enough.
I'm outrunning that tire you threw.
Damn it! Oh yeah, you hear about the new River City Ransom game?
Yeah, it's for girls now.
Finally! No, it actually, the animation in the intro is really nice. I'm looking forward to that.
It does look pretty good. I'll give it a chance.
Wait. Dude! Let go of that! No, you're gonna take the bomb with you? Alright.
Left in the dust.
Yeah, exactly. Girl sport. Welcome, girls.
Welcome, girls. See, that makes sense, because all this time it's been about Kunio and the boys. It wasn't Crashing the Girls Street Challenge, it was Crashing the Boys.
Well, it's crashing the girls now.
Yeah. That's right. Boys can't play video games anymore, it's official.
Honestly?
They outlawed them.
Honestly, would you blame people?
Alright, clearly you boys can't handle playing video games, so
Please.
they're for girls now.
Mm-hmm. Video games. Only girls.
Oh, I wish I could punch you.
Yes, and then don't forget about NB Games Welcome Sport. Welcome, folks, I should say.
Welcome, folks, yeah.
We're doing it. There we go.
Glad we're swimming in the sewer. It was a hell of a track and field. I also like that they gave us, like, long white hair. So instead of the Kunio brothers, we're playing, like, Johnny and Edgar Winter, I guess.
I was gonna say we're like Sephiroth or something, but
oh yeah, we're
much
Sephiroth.
Funnier.
Okay. No, we can be Sephiroth. Boy sport.
Third place.
Or maybe like that one guy from the Venture Brothers. That works too.
Mm-hmm. That works. All right.
That's our audience.
They're cheering us on.
Sephiroth track and field. Sephiroth would kick ass at track and field.
Oh my god! If you had that kind of like, doesn't he have like a cool sword?
Yeah.
Of course. If you had a cool sword, you would win every sport. I'm sorry. Hey, 420, nice, Korea.
Good job, Korea.
And 70 in Japan, 30 in China. Well, we tried.
Well, that was alright. Pretty cool. It's nice to have that game on here. And with that, we finished off the first page of games. I've already had my mind blown several times. Oh wait, we already finished off the first page. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's racing car. Oh, I'm waiting. She's waiting. Racing car. Push start.
That car's cool.
Push start, press start. Okay, so this looks like a European game, judging by the iconography.
I like the way this looks. Okay, Danny naming himself Ass Man here.
I'm the Ass Man.
Well, I mean, it's true.
Welcome. Ass Man. Thanks, it's good to be here.
My
as
name
for you,
is,
yeah, Billy Gunn, I'm the Ass Man. Are those letters?
Yeah, my name is just cool.
It looked like a U with an umlaut, so it's cool. Still trying to figure out what the hell game this is. Boston, New York, the classic drag race.
There I am.
I'm actually not familiar with this game.
Yeah, what is this game?
Oh my god, Alex. Do you know what this is?
No.
This is Dragster for the 2600. Let's set that world record.
How do we do that?
I don't know. Okay, first you have to shift up. We're both in neutral.
Okay.
Okay, Alex has figured out how to go. I'm still at the starting blocks. What's the button? Oh, I see. I got you.
What's the button?
I don't know.
Well...
Okay, I'm at the bottom of the screen. I get the tiny screen for some reason. Keep trying to shift.
I did it before.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just gonna jam on every single button until I can shift. Everyone's passing me by as I go by at 32 miles per hour.
Boogaloo tells us this is Race America by our favorite company, Imagineering. Yeah, I haven't really played through all of Imagineering's catalog for some reason, so... Good looking out. This felt like a US released game.
I'm just gonna get in people's way. Just a leisurely 32 miles per hour.
Oh.
Did you?
I shifted and then I shifted back.
What'd you do? You did it! You did it!
Up and B? Maybe?
Yeah, it's up and B.
Why are there 3 different styles of gameplay here, and it switches in between them at random? God damn it, Imagineering. I still can't shift.
You shouldn't have told me that. It is definitely up and B.
I can't...
Well, I got caught by my hubris.
Oh, here we go. I somehow got in 4th gear. Just gotta mash the buttons until I get a shift. Wow. This blows.
Okay? Okay? I'm doing good?
I tell you what, it's no Scat.
Nothing is Scat.
Huh? What? Oh no, I shifted all the way back to 1!
No! Ass Man runs out of gas and loses leg 1 of the Embrace America rally.
I'd like to see that as the big headline at the front of the newspaper. Ass Man runs out of gas.
See, if they had headlines like that, then print media wouldn't be dead.
Ass Man says, ass gas or grass.
Nobody plays for free.
Wow, well, thanks for that, retro game. Please don't pick any more Imagineering games. I hope to God they didn't reskin Bart versus the Space Mutants. I would die.
hope they did. I'm gonna go against you, and I'm gonna say I really hope they did.
That game made me nice and angry, so I'm ready to play some Mad Football.
Okay. Alright, this baby just punched us in the face.
That's a Teletubby?
That's a Teletubby kunio-kun!
Alright. Well, he has a lot to say, but none of it's coming out. Can't hear you, Teletubby.
Teletubby.
Mad Football, the World Club of Soccer League. So, which Kunio soccer game is this? The first one or the second one?
I don't know. Like boat.
Cool boat. I think I picked one player.
That's fine.
Okay, this is the second soccer game, I'm pretty sure.
They're all Teletubbies!
So they're all Teletubbies. I question why that's even necessary, but, I mean... Oh, that was a good kick. You know, we need something to sell this retro game to the common folk. What are the folk like? Teletubbies? Can't go wrong with Teletubbies.
True.
They just remain consistently popular year upon year. They got those flash-in-the-pan kids show cartoons. They got the Barney. They got your Disney's Gargoyles. None of them can compare to the ongoing popularity of the Teletubbies.
You weren't wrong, the Teletubbies were fucking huge.
They were, yeah. And they were big across multiple regions, which I guess is why they chose them.
Okay, this is Kunio, just to specify here. Kunio-kun no Neketsu Soccer League from 1993.
Okay, so yeah, that is the sequel to the game we got here in the States as Nintendo World Cup. Nintendo actually licensed the first one and released it themselves, and stripped out all the Kunio-kun stuff. This game adds weather conditions, like you can play in thunderstorms. Oh, sweet. I kick ass at this game, and I've never played it.
They're really good, yeah.
Man, this is like the Kunio multicard. Okay, this is too good.
Let's play something bad.
That didn't make me mad football, that just made me... I was okay with that football. Aries.
That guy's always mad, so... Who is this child?
Do you have guts?
Wow, we fucking died.
Yep, this is Captain America and the Avengers. You'd never know it from what you see here. Oh wow, this is a really elaborate hack. Yeah, that's supposed to be Captain America, and instead it's just some kid. Two-player duel is just like a single-screen fighting game, so I'll let Alex sit this one out. Get to enjoy that intro again. Is that the Infinity Gauntlet?
It looks like it, right? Like...
Is this Endgame?
This is part of the MCU, yes. So Disney's gonna pull copyright on us anytime here.
Ah. Oh no, not Charleston.
He looks like one part like Aquaman, one part Daydreamin' Davy, and one part Captain America.
He does. There's a real Daydreamin' Davy energy about this game. Yeah, this dialogue looks to be the same. Thanks, Wasp.
His cheeks.
There's a fully accurate map of America. And yeah, this is the kind of weird Captain America and the Avengers game they released for NES. For some reason, you spend a lot of time hitting these capsules that are floating in midair. They give you power-ups and stuff. Except unlike in Ninja Gaiden, you can just keep hitting them, and I never know when to stop.
Danny just can't stop punching.
Yeah, if you tell me to punch something and then give me no indication that it's been punched, I'm gonna keep punching. Good old Captain America. Hey, what was that on his shield? It's got like a lion face on it.
It's a kitty!
I think Captain America's shield would be way cooler if it had a kitty face on it.
Let's all be honest, yes.
Yeah.
Let's not mess around anymore. Disney?
If Captain America got his shield from AliExpress, it would look like that.
Bob Iger, can I call you Bobby?
Sure.
If you're listening, Bobby, we got a great idea for you. Absolute, just amazing idea for the next MCU movie.
My hands are already cramping.
Oh no.
I can deal. I'm strong.
Would you like to switch places?
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Oh.
Alright, we going to Tampa or New Orleans? Let's go to New Orleans.
Give me some,
Let's cross that Mississippi R.
Give me some gumbo.
Okay. Oh man, it's Hawkeye.
Oh, Hawkeye looks like a dipshit.
Looking a little bit like Ermac from Mortal Kombat.
He's also got the Daredevil shield on him. When you walk, his neck shrinks.
He loses his neck when he walks, yeah.
That's amazing.
Hawkeye has mysterious abilities. Oh, this game is not so bad. Oh, I like this move. Look at this.
Oh, nice.
Unlimited points. I beat the game. World record incoming. Oh, you can't do it forever.
Oh, no.
Oh, screw it. But next up, we have... Bolide? Bolide?
Bolide.
Bolide. Okay. Alright, you're just fucking with me now. The story tell you how to vindicate dignity of nation and integrity of domain. Biker was such a hero. Yep, this is Guevara, aka Guerrilla War. A lot of people on top of their shit in chat. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, let's play some Bolide.
Alright.
I'm Fidel Castro and you're Che Guevara in the original game's fiction.
I think we still are, but we're just like the bootleg versions of them.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're liberating,
This
Duba.
This is the story of how they liberated Duba, yeah. Yeah, this is an SNK overhead view action game, similar to Ikari Warriors, but way, way better. Play this on NES, don't play the Ikari Warriors games. Oh, those red things are the hostages, you have to save them.
They just look like...
They look like uvulas.
I thought they look like either tongues or fire. I was afraid to touch them.
Or butts.
Ugh, dreaded.
Get in that tank.
Where am I? Did I already die?
I think you did.
Sorry, Fidel.
So yeah, this game's very fast-paced. It's very playable. I think it's in the recently released SNK 40th Anniversary Collection, where they also have the original arcade version. This is one of the rare cases where I actually think the NES port is better than the arcade. This is an Iron Tank.
God damn, look at you go!
Oh yeah, once you get the tank, you can fuck stuff up. Duba's nice this time of year. They're purple streets. They're exploding tanks. Oh, we're still Guevara and Castro, and we're both dead.
I'm so happy! Rip us.
Let's play a little bit more.
Okay. Am I still here?
Just, man, I'm still reeling over that intro. Did it not continue you?
No, just
that
you.
That sucks. Alright. That drawing at the intro. That was supposed to be Che Guevara.
Looking good, Che.
He shaved his head, became an anime biker. Caesar Captain.
So it's by Entertainment Software.
Oh, this looks British. This looks British to me. What game is this?
Eurocom.
Holy shit. BMF with the early answer. James Bond Jr.
Oh my god. His name is James.
James Bond Jr.
Wait a minute. Missile silos on a Caribbean island.
The scum
Is this the
lord.
Bay of Pigs?
Maybe.
Ah, he looks like a dipshit. Sorry, James.
James, we have completely different art styles. What game are you from, James?
I'm sorry, he looks like the little boy from...
Yeah, that was the guy from Codename Viper. Yeah, I thought I
yeah.
recognized him. The guy handing out the mission.
James looks like Gen from Barefoot Gen. That's really depressing.
Yeah, let's do a Barefoot Gen ROM hack.
No!
That'll go over great.
No!
Next up, we have a game called Crave of the Fireflies. Alright, here we go. James
Okay.
bails out. And yeah, this music, it uses the distinctly British arpeggio approach to music, and yet they just kind of fucked with it. What the fuck is this? Wow, James Bond Jr. has hella parallax.
Really does here.
Do I gotta go down the hole? Okay. Let's be real. Has anyone played James Bond Jr.?
What?
Oh, it's a big dude!
There's a big dude there.
This controller has the real arcade feel. Got it.
Doing good.
Who'd people say developed this? Eurocom? This looks like a Eurocom game. Oh, it's already got bouncy things. God damn it, Eurocom.
Yeah, where are the Teletubbies?
Yeah, there's not enough Teletubbies here. They had that one guy in the intro who didn't look like anyone else.
Lab says you look more like Bob Hope Jr.
I look like the freaking Skipper from Gilligan's Island. Let's move on. So I saw we had BMF here in the audience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tyzo recommended we play one of these games in particular if BMF was in attendance. This game may look a little bit familiar.
BMF says I know.
Do you remember making this, BMF? Do you remember making this for Pirate Multicards? That was really nice of you to make this, for them to put it on all those Pirate Multicards.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your work for these companies.
Yeah, so occasionally they would source fan-made ROM hacks, including our friend BMF here, who had his work stolen and put on Retro Game. This is one of the later games, so they hacked out the two-player mode, but otherwise this is his Blob Brothers hack of Dig Dug 2.
It's a cute hack, by the way. I
It
think
is.
It's really cute.
Apparently the pirates agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Some nice sprites. They were like, okay, we'll take it. Put it on there, sell it at a mall kiosk. Now the funny thing is, this is not news to BMF probably, because he's seen his game on other Pirate Multicards before. I think he actually owns one of the plug-and-play consoles that plagiarize this. It's still pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
He sells this at his own shop, that's right.
That's... BMF fucking bless you!
Oh, what a world. So yeah, if you're a ROM hacker, you too could have your work lifted and put into Pirate Multicards. And once they're in there once, that shit perpetuates. It just keeps happening. So once this is on a multicart, other pirates are going to copy those multicarts, and before you know it, the Blob Brothers are everywhere. Good. I'm glad you got to see that.
Oh, thank you for linking to the original download page, BMF.
Yeah, you can play that for free.
Yeah, get straight from the source.
You don't need to buy a pirate multicart. Still pretty cool. Way to go, BMF. Let's go to Dream World.
Oh.
I know what this is. I've seen that effect before. We covered this on Mascot Friday. Anyone fancy a guess?
Oh! I think I know this.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Kickmaster, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
This is totally Kickmaster. One of the later and rarer Taito games for the NES. This looks kind of like the original. They changed the background from blue to purple. The icons are different.
I love your face there.
Oh, man. See, the thing is, the more familiar you are with these games, the more painful they are, because I recognize this music. It has a lot of the same tempo and same parts to it, I guess, except they kind of fucked with it and just made it unrecognizable, and now it's just kind of tuneless. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Sure do.
So think of how much money you're saving by buying this thing. Kickmaster is a $100 game. Freaking those kunio-kun games, those aren't cheap either. You got your Scat. A little bit of something for everyone.
This is... I was gonna say there is a pretty wide variety of games, and these aren't games you usually see on these bootleg plug and plays either. They're not like Map or Zero bullshit. Oh, there they are. Cool cap.
Thanks. Yeah, that's the value in this. These hacks, again, were created in the early 2000s, but they hadn't been seen since. Because, unlike with other games, for whatever reason, those games just didn't proliferate across other pirate multicarts. That's a hard phrase to say. Now I just gotta figure out if you can dump these things. I have a feeling if it's like other pirate multicarts, it has glop top ROMs, which will make it very difficult to dump.
Mm-hmm. I thought I saw an inside shot of it that showed a glop top, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's most likely what they did. They don't want to spring for ROM chips.
Mm-hmm.
Just use epoxy. Everyone loves it.
Okay, I like that weird enemy up there. It's like a bird guy.
That's the witch.
Those guys are from Snow Brothers!
Oh, they are! Look at that. Totally lifted from Snow Brothers. You might think of this as a NES remix. It's just kind of putting a bunch of NES game characters in a blender and seeing what comes out. Got him.
Got another orb.
This looks like he's wearing a helmet. Bicycle helmet. Okay, don't steal my password. I like Kickmaster.
I like your cool hat.
Oh, right, Orb. Sorry,
yeah.
SGDQ is over.
You've forgotten about
I've stopped
orb.
looking for orbs. So who wants to hear a Woody story?
Danny.
This is licensed by Nuden. This is a story of a kid who ran away from home, who's now in Woody story.
Oh, I don't like that thing up there with the legs.
Oh yeah, it's just a beehive with legs. That's terrifying.
A kunio-kun, huh?
Jungle Book, you got it. Copyright 2002, wow.
Virgin. Alright.
This game was released on NES. Okay, come on, you didn't even try with that. That's just... This was one of the later PAL-only releases for NES. But if you want an NTSC copy, here it is. It looks a little bit different. Oops.
How is that supposed to be Woody?
It's Woody.
That's
Well, you
not...
see, he's in the woods. It's a Woody adventure.
I guess. At least he's got pants on.
Oh, dude, look at that animation. I'm gonna swing on that vine again. Look at this. Fucking jeez. Do the over-animated shuffle.
My favorite is you can see like one or two like garbage pixels they forgot to clean out sometimes, like just
Yeah.
kind of poking around you.
Occasionally it's still Mowgli, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Again, never played much of this one. But if you're looking for NTSC Jungle Book with really messed up colors and none of the characters you're familiar with, this is the game for you. I'm not an expert at the Jungle Book. I'm more of a kickmaster. What do you think of the Jungle Book?
I wish the Jungle Book was a real book I could kick, but it is a real book.
Oh man, I missed another orb. Oh, it did come out in the US? Man, it must have been a really late release then.
Yeah, one of the very last games released in the US.
Wow.